I wonder what the audio is like on the stream. Seems fine, music-wise. Let's mute it. I won't make a community post to this one since I already made a community post a while ago. Let me pop out the chat and make a stream announcement at stream. It's been a while since I streamed. It's been exactly 1 week, to be honest. Perfect timing for the chapter to be released, to be honest. So I'll grab this here. And I already started the first panel and a bit of this panel as well. Just mid-editing, I was like, you know what? Might as well stream editing the Shumatsu chapter, since people seem to like the Shumatsu chapter edits. Oh, nice. It's a shame that the translation team decided to release it in such a weird manner, but I mean, at least they released something. I might have to typeset this on my own, get rid of the typesetting and add my own typesetting. Because I'll do photoshopping today. They said that chapter 36 should be released tomorrow, somewhere around tomorrow. So for the next few days I'm just going to be working on the 2 chapters high quality that I've finally released. And then I can finally update and catch up to Shumatsu no Valkyrie, especially the versus video. The versus video is the most important one so far. I mean, people to this day still ask for the versus video to be released, despite it, you know, still being an ongoing fight. Ever since I announced that the next, I mean not announced, but showcased what the next fight is by showing the cover for the volume, for the current volumes. People have just been asking where the hell is the Shiva versus Raiden fight, which means that there are a lot of people that just don't read the manga, just watch my videos, which is a shame. Like, I purposefully miss out content on my videos for people to read the manga, but people still don't read the manga, so they ended up missing on a shit ton of content of you know, the backstories and some stuff that happens in the audience, and some background stuff that does build up, especially the backstories. The backstories are the most important thing, and I don't include it in my fight video. But people still don't read the manga, despite that. Man, forgot what am I doing. Do you actually have his backstory now that it's oh, I haven't read it yet. I'm editing right now. I haven't read it fully yet. I'll probably only read it when I finish the video, and read it when I publish my video. And looks like this month is going to be a no OST month. I don't feel like listening to OSTs this month, which is fine, to be honest. Last month I spammed and got a very, very large amount of OSTs, in the thousands of OSTs. So I don't mind that, to be honest. Even if it's becomes a regular basis of 1 month OST, 1 month no OST, that's fine. As long as the month with OST I take like 2,000-3,000 OSTs, then that'll be fine. Because now the way that I take OSTs, I should be able to get 3,000 OSTs in a month that I'm actively taking 100 OSTs a day. And could even go up to 5,000 depending on the days. That's going to be the goal for next period. For next month, I'm gonna try a full month of taking OSTs, and I'm gonna try to download 5,000 OSTs. We'll see what I get to. Thank you. Hello, Daniel. How long have I gone? I mean, I just started streaming. I don't. What do you mean? I mean, hopefully, best way is to ask me on Discord, to be honest. Then I'll answer, because I don't think I'll stream an opinion. And there's that. Okay, 3.2 and and 5, 6, 6.1, 7. Okay, and there we go. Finally, I'll grab the panels into here. I don't know why they're in the other monitor. One thing I can't wait for is in 5 days the release of the Comic Xenon. For once, I'm gonna be buying the physical release. I don't know how long it's gonna take for it to ship to me. Usually it takes around a week or so, sometimes less. I wish I tracked the previous shipping and how long it took, but you know, it should take around a week or so to ship. Okay, and I can show some panels, although it will be from from my phone, of the Witches series, and I'll show what the towel looks like. That's the only reason I'm buying the physical. At first I was planning to buy the digital, since there's a new series that seems interesting, but the physical has the towel of other representative in it, so I thought I'd just buy the physical as well, since I have most of the posters from Shumatsu that have been released on comic anyway. Oh, and speaking of the posters, the giveaway I've ended a while ago. I don't really talk about it much, but I announced it in the information. The winners were chosen and the posters were sent. 2 of them have received the posters and confirmed with DMs. The others, I don't know if they received it or not. They haven't told me if they have or not. 2 of them are not in the EU, so it'll take a while to reach them. But one of them should have it. I'm guessing he does have it. And I do plan to make another giveaway soon. I just don't know when. Plus I do have like 2 posters, even though they're not like full posters. They're more plasticky-ish of Adam. I can show images. I might give those away. I don't really use them anymore. Don't really care that much about the merch anyway. I just bought it for support purposes. so I could just give them away anyway. And I'm thinking of doing that, as well as the volumes that I have. I'm thinking of giving those away as well. Because I have 5 volumes of Shumatsu no Valkyrie, so I might give those away as well. But that's going to be in the future. I'll have to think about it more and how I'm going to approach it. I'm going to do more focused on motion manga giveaways and stuff like that, contests of sorts, with the winners getting the volume or volumes, however the sorts. But there's not enough people who edit motion manga to warranty a contest, so that's why I'm stuck in a position where it's just not currently. Unless like I start, I'll probably start doing it when I do like tutorials of how to do things, and with the tutorial I'll also create like a Discord channel for people who are practicing motion manga, so they can ask for any specific advice on things of how to speed things up, or just advice that I've accumulated over the nearly 2 years of editing motion manga. So I'm thinking of that approach to generate the new generation of motion manga. We'll see how that goes. I still have to think about it. 16, 17, 18. Nice. Oh, nice. How is it? Is the translation different? Like hugely different to the Spanish translations? Let me see. Hello, Sorry, and hello, Agua. I love what you do. Please go. Thank you. Thank you, Kira. But yeah, hello, Fizzy, and hello, Crownick, if you're still here, and if I still here, I'm editing Shumatsu no Valkyrie. Although I do realize my stream could be recommended to people who don't even subscribe to me, because apparently that's happened before. And I was gonna stream with Cam, but I gave my cam to someone in the house who needed to have an interview, digital interview. So it's still downstairs, and I was not bothered enough to go down and get it back. There you go. More or less, they say the same with different words. Ah, I see. But for instance, they call her Go, which is a good sign. Ah, nice. So her official name is Go. At least there is that. One of the translations actually calling her Go. Although I think it was the Italian translation that called her, or French one. I'm not sure which one it was. One of the translations that still used gear. So even then it's not an official name. Because I know that the Spanish translation uses Hercules rather than Heracles. Yeah, it was the French. Although, maybe they'll change the translation when they get to the volume where it says his name in English, unless they just ignore that and just keep it with Hercules. Because you know the name was written in English as Heracles as well in the manga itself. One of the volumes, I can't remember which one, at the end of the volume, one of those extra panels. So like, I don't know why the translation teams decided to go with that. Because I can, even if shit, I don't want to leak something, but let me make sure. Was it this site? I haven't gone to the site for a while. Yeah, it's this site. Bookshelf. And Shumatsu. I need to post the reviews of these as well. Haven't bothered to. I think it was either 5 or 4, or 6, sorry, or even 7. Anyway, we'll see. I'll go to the end of each volume, see which one had the name. She's rated enough, to be honest, based on people voting. She's fairly rated. It wasn't this one, so next volume. Hello Dido, cheers from Spain. Thanks a lot for your work. I'm glad that you liked it, Aaron. I need to make a post on the community post about the Spanish translation. I need to find it on Amazon or any digital ways to buy the Spanish volumes. Hopefully there are digital versions of it. Promotion. It wasn't this volume. It makes sense, because there was Japanese names. They do it like I guess it makes sense, but I don't know why they change it so much, especially the order. I don't think he will have tuberculosis, but we'll see. Where was the volume? Where was the picture? Can't find the picture specifically. I don't know what it was. Maybe it was volume 4? No, it wouldn't be. Ah, whatever. I think it was one of those mid-panel ones. I'm not going to be looking through each chapter. It would be too much time. Anyway. But yeah, I mean, everyone knows his name is Heracles anyway. But yeah. It's weird that the translation team decided to go with Hercules. Although I know that, not all of them, but there is a section from the Spanish community that prefer to call him Hercules rather than Heracles. So there is that. That could have been the reason why they went with it. Same reason as to why they went with Shumatsu no Valkyrie as the name of the manga, rather than make it a more localized manga. They're targeting specific fans, so they might have chosen Hercules because they saw specific fans call him Hercules, rather than translate it. They went with what the fan base use. I don't know if that's a good strategy or not. We'll find out. I don't know if they even will release sales. Usually international manga distributors don't even release how much sales they've gotten.
At NatWest, we want to support businesses, so we're sharing our airtime with Alternate States.
I'm Jake of Alternate States. We develop AR and VR for property development and manufacturing.
Covering topics like defining new audiences and planning cash flow.
Wait.
We want every business, just like Jake's, to stay true to their vision. Search NatWest Business
Yeah, it's
Builder.
fine. What the fuck happened there? Yeah, it's fine. I just got a notification from Streamlabs that the stream disconnected. I was confused for a second.
It's just not firing a 0.5
But yeah,
inch heavy machine
anyway,
gun.
Fucking adverts from Streamlabs. And not Streamlabs, Spotify. Let me just save these images and I'll look at the comments again. 21, 22, 23, 24. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. Streamlabs being weird. It might have been for like a split second and it fixed itself straight away. Because for me, when I looked at the stream, the quality dipped from 1080 to 360. So it could have been just for a brief second where the stream essentially just refreshed. And this guy. And so let's read. Huh. Oh, I see. I'm just hoping that it gets picked up for an official English translation. I'm either gonna. Well, yeah. Because I prefer obviously to have the official English translation for. You know, I love hoarding manga volumes. I only have like 100 manga volumes that I've bought so far. And I plan to increase them, but obviously when I get a job, stable income, so I can actually spend it on something. There's a lot of volumes that I want to buy. Mainly from obviously my favorite series. I'll show the volumes that I want to buy. Even though this is a stream I'm supposed to be mainly for editing, I haven't talked in a while. There's a lot of shit I like to talk about. Plus, you know, it's good for me. So I wonder if if this one has English has English. So yeah, like Noragami, I'm definitely you know, buying all the way to volume 22. Whenever that releases soon, next month. So that's 22 volumes for me to read, to buy. Hunter x Hunter as well. So let's see how many volumes there are in this one that are officially. I'm guessing all of them are officially. I think except for the last one. 36. Yeah. In fact, this one doesn't have an official. What else is there? Berserk. These are the volumes that I have to buy as soon as I have a stable income. And Berserk is all the way up to 40. What else is there? There's Detective Conan. Detective Conan always has to. I'll just find it through here. Detective Conan is gonna be the weirdest one to buy. English translation isn't up to volume 80s, but it is up to volume 76. So let's say volume 77 by the time I stop buying. What else is there? Other major changes are the titles of the gods. Fusidi is called God of Peace. Odin is called the leader of all gods from Northern Europe. Huh, that's weird. Shiva is the god of destruction and rebirth. Huh, rebirth. Rebirth, to be honest, makes more sense. I see. Thank you, Darklight. Nikolai responsible for like most of the new. Well, I'm glad. I don't mind it that much, to be honest. So what other series is there? Vagabond. Does it have an English release? Vagabond? An official English release? Yeah, it is. Nice. So that's 37 volumes there. What else? Vinland Saga. Huh, they released in 2 volumes. Oh, this is weird translation. They released 2 volumes in one day. Weird. But anyway, that's let's just say 24. What else is there? Magi. Which is 37. There's Die Greyman. Which is another 26. So around 300 volumes that I have to buy. Which comes to around at least 3k to some more, because like Berserk and Vinland Saga have hardback copies which are a bit more expensive, and I prefer to have those. But yeah, there's a few more hundred of volumes that I want to buy. At least there should be a few more. I know I have this, which Bleach isn't one of those, but yeah. Haikyuu and Uchiha Totoro as well, and Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan already have some volumes. There's only like 10 I have to buy or something like that I'm behind. But let's add those as well. It doesn't have an official release, but Haikyuu does. Man. Haikyuu and Chainsaw Man. Right, so 300 plus 40 plus 44, yeah, might as well. So 344 and let's just say 350. Anyway, that's that. Around at least 350 volumes that I have to buy. At least. That's just on specific series that I remember on the spot. There's probably a lot of series that I like that I just, you know, can't think of right now that I still want to buy the volumes of. But yeah, that's why I'm waiting until I get a job so that I can put a percentage of my income into volume purchases. Which, you know, shouldn't take that long, since it's only going to take up to like, it's only 3 to 4k of let's just say 4k on manga, which spread over like a few years on a yearly salary isn't, you know, that much. So if I'm lucky enough to get a decent graduate job where I'm earning 25k and I spend 10% of that salary on manga and shit, then I can get all my volumes in like 2 years. The only thing I have to buy is a bookcase for all of those volumes. Let's see. Bug. Yeah, I like Magi. I need to reread them. I need to reread it. Sorry. I see. Yeah, a lot of people think Rasputin is going to fight Anubis as well. I say that's the most popularized matchup for Rasputin. And now, obviously, due to one troll reply on a tweet that anyone can translate, people think that the next fight is Odin versus Rasputin. Literally the most headache-inducing troll. Not even like a... Like, holy shit. There's been trolls that had more effort from Rin that, you know, at least can be explained a little to ignorance of people not knowing it was a troll, because like Rin went out of her way to translate English to Japanese and putting out tweets, a screenshot of a Japanese tweet that, you know, that was quote unquote made, that people fell for. But this one is literally, the image just says gods versus humans, but someone said it translates as Odin versus Rasputin, and everyone just ate that up and just went with it like it was confirmed. Like, Jesus Christ. It was funny to see though when people say, you know, oh, Odin versus Rasputin is confirmed, and people ask for proof, and they show the image which doesn't say anything if you just went to Google Translate. That was the most hilarious thing to see from it. It's like the fan base is asking to be trolled. Because like Rin hasn't. Bryn is gone for like I think she's back in 10 days or so. She said she's going for over a month or something like that. And people still think she's been gone for like 20 days, I think. I can't remember how long she's gone for. But yeah, people have been falling still for troll, low effort trolls like that. These are annoying to edit out. I don't know. Who knows? No one knows. Since, you know, it's still ongoing. Trying to figure the second method. Looking forward for the fifth fight. I know what you're gonna like. To be honest, you should read the manga, especially the backstory content. I don't include backstory to, or unless you mean like, yeah, but yeah, I'm guessing you mean like the published videos. If you mean the published videos, then I recommend highly to read the manga for the backstories and all that extra concept to just the extra build up to characters. I think, yeah, that was a weird panel to cut out. Let's include this. It's going to take a while to cut out. There you go. Ooh, I'm a bit tired today. Doesn't matter what order I do it in. I'll just grab this and use it. I did like this. I don't know what the fuck this panel is. Ah, there you go. I was deep into an actual one. I'll edit this one. I'll just save the project file as it is, and I'll come back and edit it later. Because this is taking a while. I'm not in the mood to do this type of panels today. I'm still feeling a little bit ill, so I'm just not fully in the mood yet, not fully recovered from the illness yet. But it's just slightly. Like, I'm definitely better than it was 2 days ago. 2 days ago was the worst that it was. Didn't really make a full way to say this, but statement on what I had. But 2 days ago, I had a large piercing pain, like sharp piercing pain, like it felt like a knife on the top right of my abdomen. And 2 days ago, I was also like nauseous, numb through my whole body, low fever, headache, all that shit. Yesterday was just huge pain on the upper right of my abdomen, again, same place. So I called the 111, non-emergency, and they just told me to wait until it gets serious. Pog. And it looks like it's healing up now though. Still sharp, not as painful as it used to be, but still slightly sharp pains on the top right of my abdomen. But it's just like, not even pains, it's like a needle essentially, where it's just slight pinches on that spot. But my leg is numb for some reason. But yeah, that's how I've been feeling for the past 2 days. Pog. The phone doctors just said it might have been something that I ate. Didn't get tested since it wasn't serious. Ah, fuck. Went too far. Didn't realize. I'll read the comments in a bit. That's the first one I saw when I looked at. There you go. There we go. Yeah. 35. 36. I'll just save this as 37 and fix that up when I can. Right. 38, 39, 40, 41, 42. This will be 43. I'll name it like 666 for now or something. But it'll be called, let's just say 44. Because that's another panel. There's a lot of annoying panels like that. But I'll edit him later. I don't feel like editing him now. Just not in the mood for photoshopping. I just wanted to start on the photoshopping. I have time to work on the photoshopping, so I'm not rushing. Since they're finally caught up, I have like a week until the next chapter comes out or so, and I'll need to catch up by then.
At NatWest, we want to support businesses, so we're sharing.
I don't know if they're
our time
fully
with
caught
Paper
up
Dreams.
and if they'll be consistent with chapters, but what the fuck is happening?
Friendly paper decorations, perfect for decorating your home this Christmas or any other special occasion. Search Paper Dreams and get inspired.
Want to keep building your business? NatWest offers a wide range of tools and coaching, including tips on planning your cash flow and identifying new audiences, so you too can make paper dreams real ones. Search NatWest Business.
Sometimes trying to solve mechanical engineering.
How many adverts are there? Jesus.
But with Chegg Study Packs 24/7 expert
Okay, everybody gets to Shiva grows another arm. What is the last chapter? I've already said that. Save live, please. Record. What? You should get around to doing audiobooks when you feel like you got time for it. I might. I'm not sure. We'll see. I don't know. By the way, it's still going to be some form of holy weapon. Anyway, in less than a week we get a new chapter, and yet I haven't seen any of us of it. That's kind of, I mean, that's normal. Leaks don't show up this early. Leaks show up a few days before the chapter, not a week before the chapter. Like a few days, and they're not really leaks, even though they're titled leaks. I just keep going with titling them leaks, even though they're just teasers from the official magazine that releases them. They're not leaked. They're promotional teasers that the volume releases. But yeah, I just call them leaks anyway, since that's what everyone calls them. So just wait until Comic Xenon or Manga Hot leaks, quote unquote, leaks what, the first panel of the chapter. Usually it's Comic Xenon. That's why I have both of them followed anyway, so I can see the title page early. Pop, pop, pop. You could take your time off. I mean, I work anyway. What else am I supposed to do? Editing is like the best thing to do while I'm ill. I got nothing else to do. I mean, it's slow because I'm ill, but what else am I supposed to do? Sit down at my desk and do nothing? Fuck that. I just hate the fact that this chapter has got so much off-panel stuff, if that makes sense. It's this shit that crosses into other panels and aren't as easy to Photoshop. Come on. There you go. Thank you, little swimmer. And yeah, I already said it, they said, hello Jason. I mean, what do you think I'm doing? I expect Shiva to win. That's about it. I expect it to follow the same structure as well, of power up after backstory, and then Raiden, in response to Shiva's power up, will finally show the restricted moves that they teased at his introduction. Maybe with a small backstory of like 5 panels on them, and they'll showcase his restricted moves, and then we'll move on to the final fight, which will realistically, final chapter, which will realistically be next month, and then that will be the end of the fight, unless they make it longer than usual and end it in December, which I doubt. 45, 46, 47, 48. It's gonna be fun editing this though. I can add more unique editing because of the way that it's done. That's one of the things that I want to do, is get better at video editing. So right now I'm good with like motioning aspects. Well, I'm not good yet, but I'm learning, becoming better at motioning aspects. But I can still take ways to fix my video editing on specific transitions and directory choices. I just need to learn them. The point was to learn it through the full arc of the Golden Age Berserk that was the plan before, because holy shit, that was what was meant to happen. But yeah, it didn't happen. There we go. Jesus Christ, sometimes I hate Photoshop for the specific jump cuts that it makes. There we go. 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58. Let's see. I haven't been gone for a long time. When was the last chapter edited? When it was translated, which was 3 weeks ago? That's not really a long time. I'm surprised some people hated the idea. Someone posted on the Reddit about an anime, and people like downvoted that and said, what's the point now? I'd rather have an anime now covering the first 3-4 fights, which will be like a 12 episode anime and never continued, than a full anime with a budget that starts off well and gets to complete dog shit later on. I'd personally prefer a very, very, very well adapted first 4 to 5 fights with nothing skipped, everything perfectly animated, full budget, than a full series where the budget is tight because of how many episodes there'll be. I don't know why people want a full anime series. But first part, 12 episodes, only 3 to 4 fights, fully adapted, no filler, no nothing, full budget, best animation that it can get. If it sells well, Blu-ray and DVDs, then they can make a part 2. If it doesn't, fuck it, ditch it. I don't care. Just animate the best fights and done. I mean, there could be better fights coming in later on, but I prefer a one core of 3-4 fights that are perfectly animated than shit animation for the full series. What the hell's the point of that? Like, asking for a full animation of Shumatsu is basically asking for CGI. We're being way too optimistic about what kind of studio will take it fully. The only studio that will take it fully is going to be Netflix, which is going to fuck it up CGI wise. I don't know why people are so optimistic that they think that some big series is going to pick it up and animate it fully with some great animation. Like, that's ever going to happen for a series like this? Just do the first 4 fights, give it the best animation, no skipping, no nothing, best direction, and leave it. No one needs a full anime of shit. Just a few fights perfectly animated and that's it. And if it sells well, they can come back for another core. If it doesn't sell well, then they can ditch it, or they can come back with a shit budget like people want right now. What color version? How even if it were taken to be made as an anime, it would actually be a lot of budget before fairly known. I mean, it's not no name. It's top 3 when it gets releases. When a new volume gets released, it's top 3 in Oricon, and in the monthlies, it's top 5. I think it was top 7 or something like that. So I wouldn't say fairly known name. That's not a good classification. It's fairly known, fairly well known. I mean, it's translated in it's got Italian translation, it's got French translation, it's got Spanish translation, and I mean, mine don't really make up much to the fan base because mine doesn't count as fan base because, you know, they're watching it for free. But it does have a video that's got 2.5 million views. That kind of shows that it's marketable to the West. So it kind of does have a Western community as well. We already proved that it has an Eastern community. So I'm going to be focused on the West. So, because arguing about the Eastern community doesn't make sense since the sales are chartable. So, and Spanish YouTube videos make millions of views. Let's not forget that as well. So the Western community is known. Eastern community, there's 100% proof about its popularity. So there's no point arguing about that. There's literal data about its popularity. I think he did. East is Japan. All that shit. If you meant West, I say it's still arguable. There's I mean, there's plenty on. You just search Shumatsu no Valkyrie and you see the popularity in the West and the translations that it's got in the West. Arguably, yes, they don't release sales, but if you were to just search view count wise, you know, you got millions, multiple videos with million views with no you know, thingy, what's it called? I don't know what I was trying to say. I completely blanked out for a second. But yeah, yeah. But yeah, it's very big, very big. Shows its marketability and how big of a community it has, with no anime existing, anything of the sorts. And if it comes out with a good anime, which is why I personally like it, with a good short anime where it doesn't cover the whole thing, just a short segment of it, then the popularity would soar with, you know, with good animation for that short segment. I'll always preach for that. Like, I'm literally gonna make a video to spread my idea of why it should just be a short anime rather than what people want. I'm always gonna wish for a short anime. Why is his head gone? Oh, I didn't cut it out. Whoops. It's this one. Mojo. I use Photoshop with keyboard and mouse, so. Yeah, I'm not into getting an anime because I know that it'll be shit. Like I mean, it's very pessimistic view, but I mean, I'm being realistic in the aspect of it's in a similar genre. The anime that they've gotten is complete, bad. You look at Baki, you look at Kengan Ashura. It just doesn't look good for it, as well as the anime that are published in its magazine. And when I look at the anime that are published from Comic Xenon, I just lose hope. So yeah, realistically, I wouldn't want an anime. But if we get an anime, I'd rather have a short anime where they push full budget into the fights and leave without adapting the whole thing. If not that, then no anime at all. Ufotable will never touch this work. I doubt they will. I do not think this work would be as profitable or in the market of Ufotable. I don't think it would be profitable as the work that Ufotable has. Ufotable, I don't think will animate it, mainly because I mean, this could be a generalization, but one of the main reasons Fate does well isn't because of his fighting. It's mainly because it's, fan service. That's the main reason why Ufotable does well with Fate, why Fate sells. It's because of the gender bent shit and the lolly shit. Since fighters in Shumatsu aren't gender bent, it's kind of not the same series. Thank you, cool kids. Since and the manga has its own magic that can't be replicated. I mean, I don't really mind that much about it, because I can just focus on the manga and just not watch the anime if that happens. It'll be different pieces. So if I want the manga magic, I'll read the manga. If I want the anime magic, because there's specific magic that the anime will have as well, I can watch the anime. But if it's CGI, it's just not watchable at all.
I wash my hands to protect my family.
I wear a face covering to protect my mates.
I make space to protect my colleagues.
Hands.
Face.
69.
I wash my hands to protect strangers.
70. I hate this type of adverts.
I make space to protect you. Hands.
Face.
Just the wording that's used.
Time indoors, we need to do whatever we can to help protect each other from coronavirus.
Anyway.
So please wash your hands, face, make space.
At NatWest, we want to support businesses, so we're sharing our airtime.
The list is
with
already
Alternate States.
released.
I'm Jake of Alternate States. We develop AR and VR for property development and manufacturing. If you want to walk around a building before it's built or train staff and machinery before it's installed, we can help. Check out alternatestates.com.
Want to keep building
Ah,
your
I
business? Sign up
I'm not
for
really
NatWest's
that
free business
familiar with
courses
Fate,
covering
so
topics like defining new audiences and planning cash flow. We want every business.
I was
just
told
like
that Fate is
Jake,
just
true to
Fate
their
in general was
Search
done by
NatWest
Ufotable,
Business
so I
Builder.
thought all of it was done by Ufotable. Alright, see ya, Agua.
Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you
And
do.
add this.
Times Square can shine as bright as you. I swear it's true. Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance. I'm right there. If you get lonely, give this song another listen. Close your eyes. Listen to my voice.
I won't be able to finish the full Photoshop for this, unfortunately, in this stream. Oh, and little announcements as well. Could have made the announcement a little bit earlier when there were more people here, but I'll make the announcements in a bit after I finish this panel. There. There we go. So, if people don't know, Solo Leveling is done. Well, not done, but caught up. Mangadex secret name. But yeah, Solo Leveling is caught up to. I wouldn't say done. What I have is from chapter 63 to something. I can't remember the exact. So I could just search Solo Leveling chapters. Should have searched arcs, but anyway. Red Gate, Demon, retesting, Hunt. Is the zooming good? Yeah. Right. So I have 64 and 65, or 64 to finish the retesting arc, and then I'll edit the Hunters Guild arc as a full video, release it whenever, and the Return to Demon Castle arc, which will also be edited as a full video and released, and then the Recruitment arc, which is a fairly short arc, 4 chapters only, and then I'll be fully caught up. So I got 3 arcs in there, which add up to 11, 25, 29 chapters, and then I can be caught up to Solo Leveling, during which I'll also be editing, where is this going? Siren as well. Obviously you've seen that announcement. I've made it on Discord, although I haven't actually made the announcement yet. I've just mentioned it here, put the role here, and made the channel. I haven't actually made the announcement fully yet. I haven't added everyone, but Siren is coming out. The chapter 1 will be released on MISD. Everything else will be on Discord only. So that's another Discord only series that's gonna pop up. Now that I'm quote unquote caught up with Solo Leveling, despite me being like 29 chapters behind in between stuff, which will just be, you know, done in the background whilst I do Siren as well. Chapter 1 is fairly long as Siren. It's like 30 something minutes long. I have it open right here. Nearly 20 minutes of it is done, and it looks like it'll go up to like 30 minutes. I don't know when it'll be done, but as soon as it is, it will be released. And I'll try to do around. It depends on the patronage, right? So, man, yeah, it's right here. I can't remember where it was. Let me just play. Play from here. Play this. Maybe it's in here. I don't know how to go through Patreon. There we go. The reward was 100 panel. So every chapter is like, so 5 chapters a month, yeah. And the current Patreon is an old Patreon who $18, that's what he had before. So I have 23 to edit, plus the adds up 5 every single month that the person is a Patreon. When I have 23 chapters edited, I can move on to whatever. Right now, the main thing that I want to do is catch up to the monthly aspect, so I can, release his monthly 5 chapters, which once I get to that will be fairly quick to do. Right now, the only reason this first chapter is taking so long is because it's a 65 something page chapter, nearly 3 to 4 times longer than an usual chapter. So it's taken a bit long. It took a bit longer to Photoshop, and it's taken a bit longer to video edit as well. But a usual 19-page chapter, which is chapter 3 and above. Chapter 2 is a bit long as well. But yeah, chapter 3 and above is normal 19-page chapters, and those should be like an hour to Photoshop, an hour to video edits. So realistically, I'd want to edit a video a week when I go up to Patreon. When I go up to the old request, a video a week, and then with a few special weeks where I edit 2 videos. And by then I can, if I have another Patreon as well, do that work as well. I'm gonna have to limit some stuff as well. Because I've limited the amount of people who can become Patreons, who can request 100 panels a month. What I'll need to do is also limit the other one, which can request chapters. 15 to edit 15 to request a chapter, 30 to basically request around 5 chapters for double the price. Low. That's why it's limited to amount and stuff like that. So I'm gonna need to limit the amount of people who can request that. I don't know when I'll limit it before I stop promoting it, because I haven't promoted it at all. I haven't mentioned it anyway. Once I have it fully organized and a full idea of, so that I don't overwork on it, an idea of how to limit the other tiers and everything, then I'll start working on making a post and letting people know about it. No, I'm not the creator of Solo Leveling. No. Of course no. What? It's a Korean series. And no, you shouldn't read it at Manga Glot. You should read it at Mangadex. That's my recommendation. That's the site where people publish the translations. With no ads. So nice. 79, 80, 81, 82, 83. There's a lot of panels where there's no text, so it's just one panel only. Didn't have to remove any text or anything of the sorts. Whoops, what the fuck happened there? Hello, Shoshin. Only 16 panels edited today. I think that'll be enough for now. Let me check how long I've been shooting for. An hour. I'm gonna edit some Siren. I'll edit a few minutes of Siren and yeah. I'll change the name of this stream as well. Yeah, and the thing with MangaDex, any errors made will be updated on MangaDex. It's multiple chapters, multiple sources of what you can read. One of the things that I hate about aggregate sites that steal from MangaDex is they steal the first translation that comes out. So with Shumatsu no Valkyrie, there are a few chapters in aggregate sites that have shit translations, shit panels. Because there are times where the low quality came out and specific translation groups which have shit quality jumped on the site, and these aggregate sites just take it, put it in and move on to the next series. They don't really give a shit about the series, they just care about getting people, you know, really using their sites. They don't really care about the quality of what is on their site. So you see people who still think that Heracles is missing from the list on purpose and was added in later and that God's cheated because MangaClot hasn't updated that, but MangaDex has. He probably will. I mean, it sounds like he came back, so... I did it. I put it in Sakuratu. Beep, 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 beep. Make it 215. Yeah, it was hilarious to see, to be honest. There we go. I at least want to finish this folder. Ring. I should be able to finish the whole video editing wise, the chapter, and OSTs. I don't know if I'll be able to find the OSTs today or by tomorrow, whenever that is. Realistically, I should be able to video edit that, but I also want to. One of the things that I want to do is put in time to edit fight videos again, especially Kengan Ashura fight videos. But yeah. Good morning, your world is connected. Welcome to the Siren Immigration Center. After Effects. For only specific videos. So After Effects is usually for like the Attack on Titan video that I released ages ago. Whoa. Initiating immigration survey. Anyway, yeah, The Attack on Titan video that I made a few weeks ago, or a week ago, I don't know when that was, but yeah, that had used After Effects for motioning of specific aspects, and you know, the hair and stuff like that. And the Berserk videos are using After Effects as well. But usually what I do is have, like, I'll show the Berserk one, episode 1. I haven't edited Berserk in a while. I'm taking a little break. Since Berserk, I went from Attack on Titan. I finished Attack on Titan and started editing the promotional video the same day. And the day after I finished the promotional video and I released it. And the same day I started editing the episode. Never took a break between the two, so I'm taking a break. Half the episode is already edited anyway. So I'm not like taking a break for a huge reason. But yeah, like what I do is I line them up together, and what you can do with the Photoshop is right click and replace with After Effects composition, and that's what I do. So I used a mixture of both, even when I when I use them like this. Please answer the following questions. What would be nice for the half an episode that I've edited is to choose OSTs for it as well, so that fully half the episode is edited. The plan anyway was to start on November. I mean, the plan was to start in December, the initial plan. So the plan now is to finish this first episode by the end of November and the second episode by the end of December, so I can have 2 episodes ready to release. I won't release them on the 1st of January, but 2 episodes ready by the time the series starts airing. So when I have like a bad week 4 times, then I can try to keep it a monthly series. Hopefully, we'll see. Yeah, using Premiere for me is a better software for moving images or anything of the sorts. That's why I use Premiere for the backup and integrate with After Effects with the composition. With this replaced with After Effects composition. I like the interface of Premiere more and the way they could export with Premiere more. After Effects exportation has a lot of space, which I can't afford. That's why I prefer Premiere. I prefer Premiere export. I prefer the layout. I prefer most things with Premiere Pro, but with After Effects I prefer the flexibility of what you can edit, since you can pretty much edit anything with After Effects. As long as I have everything like lined up and I right click and go to After Effects, anything I can think of editing I can edit there. Even if I don't know how to do it, I can just Google a tutorial or YouTube a tutorial and boom, I can do it. For each question, there are 2 possible answers. For each question, there are 2 possible answers. This lady's voice is a recording. To answer yes, please press 1 on the dial. To answer no, please press 2. Question 1. Are you a Japanese citizen, age 12 or older? Yes or no? I mean, the channel really isn't bad because it's just a new channel. Well, not even new channel, this is an old channel. This channel is one that I had whilst during the old channel that got taken down. It's the only one that stayed. What the heck? Because Amaya's Demotion also got taken down. 1. I'm surprised that most of the people who left are back. Some people don't know about my return. But yeah, most of the people who the old subscribers from the original channel are basically back.
wash my hands to protect my family.
I wear a face covering to protect my mates.
I make space to protect my colleagues.
Hands.
Face.
Space.
I wash my hands to protect strangers.
I wear a face covering to protect other passengers.
I make
Question
space to
2.
protect you. Hands.
Do you have hope for the future of this country? Yes or no?
Whatever we can to help protect each other from coronavirus. So please wash hands, cover face, make space.
At Curry's BC World, we love to
I'm glad you like the music choices.
protects tomorrow.
So we've launched our Go Greener event.
When you buy our Go Greener tech, like the fantastic AEG pyrolytic oven, we'll responsibly recycle your old oven for free.
The AEG heats up quickly and can
Jesus, that's a lot of
clean
text.
itself without any harmful cleaning chemicals.
Plus, we'll deliver it for free.
How many
and install
panels?
it.
Jesus Christ. This is all in one image.
Features
There must have been a lot of text bubbles in that panel. Drag it all the way to here. Alright, so what is it? Yeah, Jesus. Fucking hell. And this is a lot of text as well, it's not one of those where it's small text. I'm glad I have the official panels rather than the shitty manga that, well, not manga decks, whatever group that translated. I think it's that shit group that translated it. Manga Stream, that's it. I hate the scans that they have. They ruin the manga so much with their scans. I never understood why people liked Manga Stream and why people were sad that Manga Stream was gone. Question 3. Have you sustained a head injury or been diagnosed with a brain disorder in the past, yes or no? Yeah, this is probably going to take way more space than originally anticipated to. Question 4. Question 4. Do you suffer from chronic breathing difficulties or have you ever felt suffocated by the planet's air? Yes or no? Zoom in a little. Question 5. Have you dreamt of talking sheep or no? Yes or no? Question 6. Do you believe in extraterrestrials? Yes or no? Question 12. Can you communicate without words? Yes or no? Question 13. Have you ever shed blue blood? Yes or no? Question 18. Do you prefer chocolate bars over lollipops? Yes or no? Question 24. Do you have friends you care about? Yes or no? Yeah, as I thought. It's gonna need more space. Nearly a minute for one panel. Question 30. Have you ever killed an animal larger than a human? Yes or no? Scroll it down. Question 31. Have you whoops. Question 31. Have you splashed water hotter than 80 fucking hell. Question 31. Have you splashed water hotter than 80 degrees on your face? Yes or no?
Hey there, Delilah, what's it like in New York City? I'm 1,000 miles away, but girl, tonight you look so pretty. Yes, you do.
Right, 57 seconds. Jesus.
Times Square can shine as bright as
Thank you.
I
Lightning.
swear it's true.
Pog.
Hey there, Delilah, don't you worry about the distance.
Alright, line this up again.
If you get lonely, give
Jesus, 60 questions.
another listen, close your eyes.
Rather than finishing the folder, I'll try to finish this scene that I'm on.
Voice that's my disguise. I'm by your side.
Now, question 60. This manga is interesting me more than Solo Leveling currently is, so that's good. The pace might be quicker than Solo Leveling. Solo Leveling, I was editing like 2 chapters a week. It'd be nice if I adopted like a 3-4 chapter a week approach to the series. Especially, I mean I can't now, but especially when I get to the 19-page chapters. I mean, when looking at the amount of panels this one has, realistically I have done like 3 chapters in a week. But yeah, let's see.
Even more in love with me, you'd fall, we'd have it all. Oh, it's what you do to me. Oh, it's what you do to me.
Where's the... There it is. I was looking for the pop-up chat for YouTube. I hid it for a second. I personally read manga from Mangadex. Pog, I wish that was yesterday, and I'm glad you enjoyed it, Pog. Thank you, Splash. The title is Siren, which is... Well, Record of Ragnarok, Shumatsu no Valkyrie for the usual what I edit. What I'm currently editing right now is Siren, which is this. This is what I'm currently editing in this stream. What is this? A test? Repost what? I'm getting sick of this. Do you find high school life somewhat unfulfilling? Yes or no? Question 61. Have you not thought about your future? Yes or no? Leave it as that. Question 62. Have you had no... whoops. Question 62. Do you have no intention of keeping your promise to a family member? Huh? I have no idea what the manga is, but I enjoy Adam Pog. That specific manga for the Adam fight and the Jack fight is Shumatsu no Valkyrie or Record of Ragnarok, whichever title you prefer to use. Wait a sec. How come this lady? Let's just start the playlist on a shuffle. Whoops, not replay, shuffle. Man, turn off replay. There you go. Start it. Okay, just listen to it for a while. And let's pull up the chat. Your sister, who serves as a substitute for your... Your sister, who serves as a substitute for your dead mother, can really get on your nerves. Only when you abandon yourself to mindless violence do you find relief from the inexplicable disquiet that torments you. You're watching me, aren't you? Show yourself. I thought I pasted it. Quit hiding and come out. How does she know about me? How does she know about me? About my mother and sister too? Hello. Thank you. Appreciate it. What's up, Chunk? I've already started editing. As I said on the trailer, on the announcement release trailer, it releases on the 1st of January. So I've already started editing and I have time. I don't plan to release it earlier than the initial release date that I have planned for it. So there's no point of asking. What sticker? What's with this lady? Who gave you permission to wander off? You're the one who called me. Who do you think you are, anyway? You stinking maggot. I'm doing this for you. Fuck, fuck. I finally have an idea. I've completely changed the structure of the book that I'm writing, and I have a better idea of how to approach it. I just need to now make a full bullet point structure of every single scene that's gonna happen. Because me personally, I like to plan everything so I can have like hidden specific dialogue that relate to something that happens in the future. So like everything's spoken, I want it to be of importance. Well, not everything's spoken, but like, you know, I want there to be dialogue, important dialogue that links to stuff that happens later on. And there's a lot of themes that I want to incorporate, so I'm just gonna write on just planning every single approach, every single dialogue, because I really want to write this book in the best way possible. Kids these days, honestly, you think the world revolves around you, even though you can't do anything on your own. Because the best thing is to have the because I want the book to do well, obviously. So I'm going to be spending a lot of years just having an approach and starting it. And because I want it to sell enough so I can use that money to hire an artist to make a manga out of it. Pug, pug, pug. Pug. This is Siren. Thank you, Zap. Give me a break, you pathetic loser. That's where I'll try to stop when this whole scene is over. I'll try to finish the remainder of the chapter today as well, and choose OSTs. Okay. Shut up, you psycho. Give Amayama back right now. I'm Aguro Yoshino of Shirai High. Don't make me laugh with your secret society nonsense, you kidnapping scum. Oh, uh-oh. I'll make it 210. I don't know which type of videos to focus on to edit on a weekly basis. I want to do Chainsaw Man, I want to do some Attack on Titan and Bleach and all these other projects that I have lined up, but I don't know what to focus on. On Kengan Ashura, it's Siren. Siren. Question 63. Do you want to go to Siren? Yes or no? Well, do you want to go to Siren? Yes or no? Quit screwing with me. Just wait. I'll get my hands on you and I'll do it my way. Siren. Survey complete. We will contact you with your results shortly. I'm currently in the UK. It's fairly decent weather. Pog. So yeah, it looks like it's gonna be like a 30-something minute video. Usually in a weekly series, it's like 6-minute videos. So this is basically like 5 chapters that I'm doing in the first chapter anyway. I'll end the stream here. I won't end it now. I'll go into the outro, which is where is it? Let me find. There's the outro. I don't translate, so you're gonna have to ask some Indonesian translation group. Thank you, Raja. Appreciate it. Never heard of it now. Never heard of that song. Light. Thank you. It's a fairly long outro. Thank you, Zap. I'll keep working off stream on the chapter and try to finish it by today or tomorrow. I'll also start working on whatever other video for MISDs I do in the outside, and I'll also upload the fight from Kimetsu no Yaiba that I never re-uploaded. Even though I'll probably get copyright stricken in like a few weeks, I'll re-upload that. I'll also edit some. I'll have to find a way to find something to focus on to edit. It'll most likely be either Bleach, Kimetsu no Yaiba, Attack on Titan, Kengan Ashura, or the Chainsaw Man arc. The Chainsaw Man arc is already started, but I don't know which one to focus on mostly. Because the focus is going to be like fairly short, where I'm only going to be photoshopping like a few panels a day, and like a few minutes when I get to Photoshop in a day. So it'll be like done over like a long period of time. So it'll be like a monthly video on my SD or something of the sort. Just like short edits here and there. Because I want to get to like 3 chapters of Siren a week, and until I catch up to the requests, and then I can move on to just a Siren chapter a week. But yeah, 3 Siren chapters a week is the desired pace, and we'll see where it goes from there. Which, you know, when I get to 19 pages, should be just like 1 day to edit. So I'll have like 4 days a week where I'm not editing anything else. where I can put those focuses on, like 3 of them on Berserk and 1 of them on whatever series that I want to edit, which will most likely be the approach that I'll adopt. With some extra time that I may have on either of these days going into the extra series, I'm gonna have to like schedule something. It'll probably start next week, but I can start, you know, doing it early. I'm gonna need to schedule everything, so like the mentor tasks, the applying for jobs, all that stuff, and the days of what, you know, what I'm editing on that specific day and how many hours I'm spending on that specific thing. All of that I'm gonna have to be scheduling, as well as the watching, since right now I'm rewatching Attack on Titan with friends on Discord. But that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and hopefully looking forward to the content that I'll be making. See you guys next time, whenever that'll be. Hopefully next week. See ya.